Hello, today we are going to learn generative AI and how does it work, what are the models that it have, and what are the systems, the processes, the network it will go through, and what are the applications it will work on. We will learn everything step by step. So we are going to learn four things which is come in like first thing is like we are going to define generative AI first thing. Second thing which we are going to learn is like how this how generative AI works. Okay, so it can like you can write it like explain how in generative we can write as gen AI work. These are the two things we are going to learn. There are two more things, and the third one is like third thing which is like what are the models generative AI have. So we can write like gen. Gen means generative AI models. Okay. Fourth thing we are going to learn as generative AI application. Applications. So we are going to learn four things today. The first thing is like we are going to define generative AI. Then I am going to explain you how the generative AI works and what are the models does it have and applications on which generative AI, and you can build your AI applications easily without doing any without any typing any code or nothing, just click drag, very no code. If you know, if you are from the tech field, if you know about the no code tools, something like that has came up with the really great companies. I'm going to share you with till end of this video. So we will start with these things, and before starting these things we need to first learn what is AI. So we are going to learn here what is AI, artificial intelligence. What is an AI? Basically, I'm going to draw and circles over here diagram, which is we are going to use it. In whole system, it will help you guys understand more in a better way how system works. Okay, so if we are taking this big circle as an AI, this whole AI, artificial intelligence, in this AI whole circle there are different models, subset. The second circle which I have drawn, this is machine learning, which is going to come up next. I'm just going to write it down here, so in future it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, in machine learning there is another subset which is called deep learning. Okay, in this thing we have, or in deep learning there are three more subsets. Okay, the first one is we can take it here, generative AI, which we are learning over here, and there are few other things, with this thing, with this generative AI. There are two more models, as you can see, like this and like this. Okay, the other two models which we are going to learn here is like LLM, large language models. LLM, The other one which we have over here, it's also an important part, which is the third one, this discriminative discriminative model. Okay, these three are subsets of deep learning. Okay, and deep learning is an subset of machine learning, and machine learning is a subset of AI. This whole thing will, you can understand now, is just looking like this, but then and when we are going to learn step by step, you are going to learn everything. So first thing which we are going to learn is AI. What is an AI? Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is basically, it's like a body of physics, or you can say, if you're a technical word, it's like an environment. If you know some technologies like Java, Python, and other technologies, you will understand like there is an environment in which programs are built. So artificial intelligence is something like that. It has its, it has is a system in that whole process will work. That is what AI is. It is like a system, physics, or you can say environment. These are the terms which I am using from my side for your better understanding. That's how AI is. This is like something like system, physics, environment. It will give you the values on which this whole system will work. Okay. So I'm pretty sure you have understand the AI for now. So next we are going for machine learning. The second subset of AI is machine learning. So now we are going to learn machine learning. All right, doing a recap where we have left and coming back here. First, we understand how generative AI and what are the types and models and application it's going to use and how it works. Then, for understanding the generative AI, first we understand what is AI, which I have just explained. So, after understanding the AI, now we are going to learn machine learning. In AI, the subset of AI is machine learning. So now we are going to learn machine learning and how does machine learning works and what are the models machine learning have. These machine learnings have two models. The first one is the first one model is supervised model, and second one is unsupervised model. So, what are the difference between supervised model and unsupervised model? First, I'm going to explain what is supervised model. Okay, SM, supervised model. Okay, what supervised model is? You need to understand this very clearly. Okay, this is all the really basics of machine learning so you can understand how it's going to work out in future. Okay, so supervised model is basically, supervised model will take data which already have a tag. What does it mean by tag? The thing which already have a name, tag, number, or something by which it can be easily identified, which comes like tag, name, number, and label. These are the things by which any file or any object can be easily identified. So it will come under supervised supervised model. Okay. So the second one, which is unsupervised model. So I'm going to write it USM. Is try to understand. I'm just trying to write keywords, so you keep that in mind. Okay. Unsupervised model. Unsupervised model is the actual thing. Okay, to understand, unsupervised model is an power of AI thing, artificial intelligence. That's how we all know and heard about the artificial intelligence, AI. Okay, so unsupervised model, what does it do is like it will take an raw data. Raw data means it will take an raw data from the training, or it will get trained in the form of raw data. Raw does it mean raw data which does not have any name, which does not have any tag, number or label. It will be just a raw data. It will be processed under, so raw data. It will be processed under unsupervised model. Okay, so these are the difference between supervised model and unsupervised model. Okay, so I'm going to give both and examples for both of them over here so you can betterly understand, because if you understand the basics good, in long run you will not face any issues. Okay, I'm going to rub this boat and I'm going to show you two examples for, one for supervised model and second one for unsupervised model. So now I'm going to explain you difference between supervised model and unsupervised model with an example. Okay, so when it's come to supervised model, as you can see over here, they are steps. Okay, here you go, here you go. You will put an data which has already value, means tag, name, label or some sort of identification. You will put it, will push it in, then it will go through supervised model. Supervised model. Okay, so I will just take you here for a second to understand what is actually going on. In machine learning, as I told you, there are two types of formats, supervised and unsupervised. If you come here, that's why I have drawn this so you can understand betterly. You see this block, generative AI, discriminative model, large language model. These are the things, these are the models. As these all models, as all models comes under machine learning, these are the things which we are understanding over here. You will understand more better in future conversations, or you can say in the future videos, but this is the thing. This is what we are learning right now. Okay, so supervised model basically what is doing is you are putting in the data or the prompt, which what prompt, as I'm pretty sure if you are seeing this video you have already used chat GPT 4 and something like that, or you use the product of Google Bard, which we are going to talk about like in end of this video, what we are going to do with it. So you will put a prompt in a supervised model, in a supervised AI application, and as it is supervised, it will look for then does it, if you requested an specific thing like name or specific poem or specific person's picture or any form of data, it will see what is the result coming up. If the result which came up matches the does not matches the does not matches the expected output, then it will give an error. It will give an error because it's not giving an data which is requested by you. What is a prompt? Okay, so it will give an error. It will then send the message back to model. It will regenerate your output and push it again. It will push till the time it will generate the expected data as you requested from here. You know, if whatever the thing you asked, if he is not, the program or model is not able to generate, it's going to regenerate till the time it will get the value which you requested. Okay, this is how this thing work. Okay, on the other side, unsupervised model, it's really simple. It work on a raw data. So if you put in any prompt, it will run through the model and it will give you the result. A result can be anything, whatever you have requested, in the form of text, audio, video, 3D, or anything, as per the mostly these things only. So this is how it works. So it's basically it's going to come under generative AI in future. So we are going to learn step by step, and I'm going to explain everything in future videos. So next we are going to learn deep learning. Okay, now we have learned first we have learned AI. Second, we have learned machine learning. Now we are going to learn this third circle, deep learning. In deep learning, we have this generative AI and other models. Now for next, deep learning. How does deep learning work and what does it call? And I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to draw an diagram which will explain you little bit, or in a better way you can say, how does deep learning work. Okay, as I have already told you, just being a recap, AI is an subset, and no, sorry, machine learning is a subset of AI, and deep learning is a subset of machine learning, and generative AI, discriminative model, and LLM. These three are the subsets of deep learning. Okay, so over here, well, basically deep learning is also called as semi semi supervised model. Okay, and how does this deep learning work is like, it has a neural network over here. It has a neural network means, in deep learning, this is the big third circle, is the deep learning. Under this is all things comes, all three of this come in these things. As we just learn supervised model, unsupervised model, right? So everything comes under this only. So, and it will get processed through neural network, the network which is working inside the AI, how things are moving around, how data is moving around, data is how you're taking an input, how it's giving an output, everything is done under neural network. Okay, neural network. So I'm going to draw a diagram and explain you. For an example, if we are take an example, this as in data which we are giving an AI machine learning for. And as you know how this all AI thing is like, it need data to train itself. It cannot just train by itself, so you need to give enough data so it can learn itself and give you an output. Okay, so this if you taking this as in data, the beauty of neural network is over here. And if this data, 90% of this data is raw, it just does not have any tag, name, or a number or anything, and just you can as just 10 20 10 15% of the data has a tag on it. Okay, so how does it work is the beauty. Okay, it will process the data inside the network, something like this. Okay, every single, this is hidden network, we can call it. Mostly people call it hidden networks. Yeah, so it will pass the data in all directions. As you can see, the data is getting, every single data is getting processed in whole network. It's not like a regular database which we use in, current time, in current websites or another, like Amazon has its database, whatever the data which whatever the data you have over there, when you send a request in the form of website, when you click on a button, it will reflect over there. Over here is something different. The data which you have trained your AI on is getting shared in whole network. Okay, so basically this is how it works. Okay. Okay, so every single every single data is getting shared with all in whole network, every single one of them. If this is going to all five of them, for an example, this is going to all five of them, so this is after, when this data is going through the neural network, whenever you will request and prompt or for some data from the network, prompt will go through the network and deliver you the best results or out of the network. Okay, it will go through the raw data, which we can unsupervised data and supervised data, and it will give you the best results possible. That's how this whole neuron network works. Okay, and in this thing there is one more thing which will come up. If you did not train your AI, or you can say machine learning or deep learning, or you can say AI, if you do not train it very well, it will, in terms, it will cause hallucination. Okay, hallucination is basically something like that. Hallucination. It will, then hallucination errors will get. What does it mean? Hallucination error means like your AI does not have enough data to give you the results. That is the simple thing. If you can understand, your model is not trained enough to give the data, or your model, it does not have a data, or your model is giving an error for some program, something like that. That's the reason. So mostly hallucination happens when your AI does not have an enough data to process and give you the final result. So next we are going to learn what are the models does it comes under generative AI. Okay, thank you. Now we are going to learn what are the models which comes under generative AI. What are the things you will generate? Okay, there are the few things which maybe when I'm now when I'm going to tell you, you will understand how this thing is working out, like how generative AI is working. In the form of prompt, you're like, in the form of prompt means text, right? So when you put a text, you're getting a value as text. What does it mean by this? When you're requesting, hi, write me an poem, so you will get a 50 lines poem. What does it mean? It means you have requested the generative AI, or the AI which you are using, to give you the results in the form of text. So it is mean it text to text. Second, text to audio. Okay. The second one is text to audio. What does it mean by text to audio? So if you are giving an prompt by requesting the AI, or for an example chat GPT or Google Bird, that please generate me an audio song including some sort of DJ, music, instruments, or something. When we get a results as audio, that means text to audio. It is a model which comes under generative AI. Okay, this is one of the. The other one is text to video. What does it mean? As you can see, many applications coming up. As you can see, today is June 22nd, and you can see there are many applications coming in the market which are generating artificial intelligence videos by the audio, whatever the audio you want, right? Something like that. When you're going to the prompt, when you're prompting on AI by saying generate me an guy who's sitting on a mountain and singing me a song, any song whichever you like, or poem or kids poem, something like that. So prompt AI is generating you same thing. As you can see today on internet, it will give you a guy, and the thing is like prompting is an also an art. You cannot just go and type for 3 4 letters or words and as expect and good results. So if you want to stay alive in the AI, you need to learn how AI operates, how AI gives the proper results as you expected. So you need to learn the prompting as well. Okay, so this is the another model which comes over here, and the other few is like text to 3D. Okay, text to 3D is basically you are giving a comment or prompt to an AI to generate me a specific type of 3D in the form of animals picture, human picture, or old picture, or you can give your image to AI, upload your image, and you can say like do some things, change the background, make me smile, make the picture alive or something. That's the beauty of AI. When you request this type of things from generative AI, and the AI, it will go through that whole neural network and give you the result. That's the beauty. But the thing is like, whatever the AI tool which you are using, it has to be trained really, really good, so give you the best results. In this thing, I'm at the end of the video, I'm giving you a big surprise regarding this. Okay, so these are the things which comes under uh, models. There are one more thing, text to image. You can request generate me an image which has ship on it and dog dancing on it and it's raining, something crazy, and it will generate for you. I'm pretty sure if you're seeing this video, you mean you know what AI is and how does it work, and you understand all of these commands. You can see many applications these days running on this basis, on these models. Okay, you don't see all of these models in one application, but there are many different applications for these models. Okay, so in this tool, or in this playlist, in future I am going to build an application and I am going to share it with you guys, and basically we are going to build it together. I'm going to share daily updates on this channel in the form of videos or shorts. And if you subscribe or if you follow this page, YouTube channel, basically we can do it together, and I will encourage you guys to learn these things, understand these things, right? Take a paper and pen. Don't just think, I will write it on phone or make a phone notes. Just get old school, buy a book at $1 or $2, you know take a pen and just start writing. Write the whole points which I just said. If you did not, just go back to the video from start, keep writing, and start to try to understand. I have repeated everything two times, three times, so you can understand better and better. So this is the whole model, and this is just a introduction. In future I will be giving more and more things so you can understand it betterly. And in the last, I'm going to give you the example of applications which we are going to use to build an AI applications. Okay, so in applications, what are the applications we are going to use in this whole process? After understanding the basics, after understanding how things work out, we are going to basically build the things, right? We are going to implement the things, right? We are not going to put it on a book and keep it in mind and just forget about it. We are practically going to be running the future. Okay, so the thing is like, why we are learning AI is like, AI is future. The people, I will tell you one thing. The channel which you are seeing, this Ibrahim Station, is going to be focused on three things: AI, EV, electric vehicles, and e-commerce. These three things. I am really interested in these three things: AI, EV, e-commerce, warehouse and logistics, basically. So the way I'm creating the video on AI, I will be creating videos on EV and e-commerce as well, day by day. Okay, so we are going to implement these applications, and I will suggest you guys, you also build your applications, push it out to the public, and see the quality. Till that time you don't build your applications, you will not know what you have learned or what you have did not learn. Okay, so I highly recommend, when we start building applications in future videos, start building the application with me. Don't delay, because nobody is going to come and help you. You need to do it by yourself. Okay, I can just tell you from this video, I cannot come, I'm very practical guy. I cannot come and hold your hand. Okay, I can just tell you in the videos, I can give you an encouragement, but the real work need to be done by yourself. So take a paper and pen, start taking notes, start googling, search on Google, subscribe to my channel for future videos, anything. Meanwhile, don't just wait for my second videos. I am not a guy who will tell you, come back to my video, stay for my video, nothing like that. Do your learning. Whenever my videos come up, you can learn from that as well. But Google is the best way to learn, internet is the best way to learn. Keep learning on a daily basis. Keep learning. And when you keep learning, if you see any mistake, which I have made in my video, you can comment. In comment you can write, Ibrahim, you have made this mistake. I don't feel bad, I don't feel wrong, I don't feel sad. I'm an open guy, and I want you guys to be very open. Stay in my network. Let's build a good network of AI developers like you who are watching this, and build an very big ecosystem for AI, EV, and e-commerce, as is going to be very huge in future. So right, coming back to applications, I have selected the way. Okay, over here, if you understand very clearly what happened, the whole game is about data, right? The whole game is about data. So when I saw two things, open AI, and the other product is Google Bot, the product of Google. Both of them are open source, right? So open source. So I thought, why should I go with open AI when Google Bot is way too older than, you don't, maybe you guys don't know, you can Google it and understand. Google Bot is way too older than open AI. And if you talk about the data, do you think anyone in the world has more data than Google? That's why I have selected Google Bot rather than OpenAI for this my whole career, to learn AI and build an applications on Google Bot. Maybe in future, if we find anything wrong with Google Bot, we can switch to OpenAI and do our programming over that. But the basics are going to be same. Okay, the basics are going to be same. Only the building process, the application, studio, these things are going to be different, and different platforms, something like that. So coming back here, Google Bot has the basically Google has two things: generative AI studio, in which you can like, if you know the coding, if you know the any sort of programming language, you need a studio to write your code, right? Something like that. Google has a generative AI studio, which in which you can build your application, you can write your generate your AI, generate your model, and build it. After building is after writing making it in studio, you can use generative AI builder. In that you can build an application and launch it out in world and see the result. So I am going to try my best to complete this whole series in 10 to 15 days, day by day, and push it out to you guys so you guys can also learn, generate, give me a feedback in comments, and we can move forward from there and keep learning and moving forward. Thank you so much.